Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. Y'all know what this is. This probably feels very similar to the recap of the Cat Grizz game, but the Grizz got a big dub against Furman in the national quarterfinals on ESPN2 under the lights and Wa Grizz. If you weren't there, once again, I feel sorry for you. It was amazing. It was a back and forth game. You know, the third quarter was really slow offensively for both teams. No team was really able to get anything going in the third quarter. Both teams started off really fast, quick touchdowns, big play from Furman, big play from Montana. Obviously the kickoff return to open the game. Then Furman answers on a third down. Zero blitz. They hit the slant, missed tackle, or not really missed tackle, but they hit the slant. You know, Ryder's a little off of them, and they scurry on for like a 70-yard play. But I will commend the effort by all the guys to be able to chase them down. We'll talk about that when we get into the breakdown. But man, it's honestly a pretty lengthy breakdown. I tried to cut out as much as I could, you know, the plays that weren't really much, the plays that I don't really have much to break down. We might be putting this breakdown into two parts just based on how long it's going to be. My video right now is 18 minutes. Usually they're around 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. But it was a really good game. Man, amazing. One of the best games I've seen in Wa Grizz. I feel like I say that all the time. I continue to say that this season, like, man, this is one of the best games I've seen. But man, this was awesome. OT, the first OT game I've seen in Wa Grizz in my time, knowing Montana, being associated with Montana, my first time. I never played an overtime game, so it was awesome to see. The Grizz got the big dub. The Grizz will take on North Dakota State this Saturday at 2:30 p.m. in Washington Grizzly Stadium. A day game for once in the playoffs in Wa Grizz. Should be exciting. I don't know if anybody who keeps up with this channel also keeps up on social media, but Matt Entz, the head coach of North Dakota State, accepted the linebackers / assistant head coaching of the defense job at USC. So he'll be finishing the season this year, but then he'll be taking the job on at USC following the season. A lot of people ask me on social media if I think this will affect their team. I don't. I know this has happened to them multiple times in the past. Obviously it's a different roster, but you know, these guys I feel like have the same mettle, and I feel like they'll be fine. I don't think this will affect them much. If anything, I think it'll make them play a little harder. We will know on Saturday, but you know, teams that are older, more experienced, have been through coaching changes and things of that nature, I don't think it'll affect them much. We will find out. Obviously, I saw this on Twitter like 30 minutes ago. Somebody talked about how Delaware announced they were going up to the FBS prior to playing us, and then, you know, we ran them out the gym. So we will see. Definitely going to be an interesting game. Definitely going to be some developments to follow. But, you know, the line opened up at 1. North Dakota State right now is favored, I think, at either 0.5. Some sports books have them at 0.5. Some sports books have them at 1.5, favored by 1.5. Some have them favored by a half point. I believe that the home team usually gets 3 points right off the bat. So basically, the sports books have no idea where to choose this game. A lot of people think it'll be a pick-em. It could go either way. You know, NDSU is getting hot at the right time. Montana has been hot. Kind of got a little bit this past week with some inconsistencies. A turnover kind of hurt us. A couple big plays on defense hurt the defense, but for the most part, I saw something online that said, you know, somebody felt like our defense had played bad. I don't really think our defense played bad. I think there were 2 big plays. The quarterback had a 53-yard rushing touchdown. We gotten 0 on the first offensive drive. They hit that 70-yard pass play. But then outside of that, you know, Furman's offense really couldn't get anything going besides their last drive of the game. So that, and then the turnover you put into perspective as well. I'm going to break all this down. I'll just get into it when we get into the breakdown, but I think Montana had a down game, you know, comparatively to what we've been seeing. Obviously, they started off with the turnover last week, but they were able to come back and really blow Delaware out. But this game, you know, you're playing against a better team, you're playing against a better opponent, playing against one of the best defenses, the best defense you've seen all season. So those things can affect the game. We're going to get straight into it. I appreciate you guys for tapping into the channel. Hit the subscribe right now if you're watching. Hit the like, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys want to see, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, we all know how this game started. The Grizz started with a crazy kickoff return touchdown, Junior. Coach Hauck mentioned how this was a new return, how they hadn't ever ran this. I don't really know too much. I mean, I haven't studied too much. Obviously, I've been a part of blocking schemes and kick returns and stuff like that, but I'm not going to be breaking down this blocking scheme or anything like that. Really good blocks. It seems like once he gets to that first level right here, there's really nobody but the kicker. Poor kicker. Pat McAfee said it's bad for the brand, which it most definitely is bad for the brand. My man looking pretty bad right here. You might not, I mean, nobody might care about this. I thought this was super funny because, like, I've done this before. You know, watch dude right here. I don't know who this is. Watch this guy right here. He's kind of walking, and, you know, sometimes people do get tackled by kickers, so you don't want to get too excited. I've done this before, too. It's like you're waiting. Then he loses the kicker. You see he's about to start running. I just thought that was super funny because it's like, that was probably everybody in Grizz Stadium watching this play. It's like, oh, he still got the kicker. Makes the kicker miss. It's like, oh my gosh. And, you know, this play was big, and I feel like the stadium was really loud because of the talk that had happened during the week. You know, it always makes it better when the fans and everybody is getting involved and there's banter going back and forth when it's healthy. And I felt like it was relatively healthy between the Furman fans and the Montana fans, but to see that, you know, the first play of the game was awesome, and for the Grizz to start like that was amazing. Let's watch the end zone view. Good blocks inside. One-on-one with the kicker. I think this is what really made it for me. Junior, like, goes inside like he's gonna run at him, and then he goes back outside like he's gonna try to outrun him. That makes the kicker start to, like, oh, let me get on my horse. Look. He even looks at what angle he has to take. He's like, oh, let me get on my horse. And Junior's like, oh. And by the time the kicker recognized, you're out of there. Great play by Junior. Great way to start the game for the Grizz. And 1st and 10 Furman, 7-0 lead for Montana, 14 minutes, only 3 seconds. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I don't think 3 seconds passed by in that play. Oh no, 13. I'm tripping. Sorry guys, I just had a brain fart. 13 seconds gone off that play, and now Furman's gonna start their first drive. 1st and 10. They're gonna try to hit this stick concept up top. It looks like they're hitting stick up top and then trying to hit this spacing concept. I don't know where this running back was, but it kind of seems like this running back was going to stop in between them. So you got a 3-man spacing concept right here. He probably had number 2 here open. Decided to work the top side, and, you know, he chose the inside receiver on the stick route, and it's a good pass breakup by Corbin. Now you got their first 3rd and 6. Now let's look at this. 0 coverage. Everybody's on the line of scrimmage. You got empty formation, 5 receivers, 5 DBs. Nash is coming down to play this receiver right here, and this is what we want to watch right here. You got Ryder right here, one-on-one. Watch the pressure. So what I think, and what I'm going to say here is they're trying to show a simulated pressure, and I think they still ended up bringing 5. No, they still only ended up bringing 4. So they're not even really they're bringing pressure, but they're dropping guys out as well. So they're really only rushing 4, dropping 2 out. Really, what I think is you're dropping these guys out for this. You're dropping Levi out right here for this inside slant. He just kind of is not right underneath it, and it's a good play for Furman. Decent coverage by Ryder, better ball, better catch, and 82's off and running. But look at the effort by these guys. These guys care. Trevin, Nash, Hayden. I mean, that's winning effort. They could have just chalked it up and said, nah, he's going to score. And obviously they scored the next play. So it's really nothing. But, you know, I broke down the effort of this team all season long and how they care. I know they care. You can tell they care. And that showed it right there. So we're going to look at it from this higher angle, more full field view. And watch it right here. Just a quick slant. You can see they're running double slants down here by these guys. And then they got 2 hitches on the inside and a fade up top. That might have been a, he might have converted that. It might have just been a 3-hitch concept, and he might have converted it. We don't know. But they hit the slant, got the droppers inside, not at the right angle. The pressure got there. He got the ball off. Good play by Huff. Hell of a game by him. Good catch by their receiver, and he's off to the races. Off to the races until Nash chops him down inside the 5. Next play, they're going to run this insert run in the red zone. They just got, really looks like 23 personnel, or whatever you want to call it. I'll call it 23 personnel. or 2 backs, 3 tight ends, or you might even say 32 because 3 backs. If this is a fullback, this is a fullback, but that's probably a tight end. 23 personnel, and they get right in. Nothing too much to break down. A lot of guys by the line of scrimmage. Everybody's getting hammered down, blocking down inside here, and then, yeah, get in for the easy touchdown, and they tie it up immediately. To make it 7-7 with 13 minutes left in the first quarter. So this is something new. I don't know how much they ran this during the game. This might be the only time I saw it, but this is something, if you notice, this is something that's become big in the NFL, this pre-snap motion by Mike McDaniels and the Dolphins. Now you see the 49ers running it. I think the Cowboys run it a little bit. The Chargers run it. I mean, all the teams are running it nowadays, but I thought this was interesting. We didn't see it too much, but interesting to kind of see how the teams react to the motion. They just shifted out and traded responsibility. And it looks like they're in this quarters coverage to start the game, which basically turns into man. But got a run to start the game, and it's not really going to get much of anything. 24, I don't know if this is a linebacker or a safety. I suspect it's probably a linebacker. He's just a little smaller to be a linebacker. It might be a nickel. He played downhill all game. I don't know how many tackles he made, but I know he was around the ball many, many times. They bring him on the blitz sometimes as well. He was around the ball a lot, so that was very interesting. I thought he had a pretty decent game, and yeah. So now you got 2nd and 10 for the Grizz. Pre-snap motion by Eli. Looks to be a cover 3 or maybe even a man. This looks like man. 1 high coverage, man coverage, and Clifton's just gonna scramble. Looks like they might have ran they ran a curl down here. You got an OTB right here, a quick out, and a corner route, a burst corner up here at the top. Burst corner, quick out by Junior, burst corner by Aaron, and then a curl, OTB in here by the tight end, horizontal stretch by the running back, and then you got a curl down here at the bottom. Good concept. And man, it's not so good. The OTB is not good. I mean, in man, the OTB is not good. Really, if he wanted to get anything, he would have had Junior up here at the top. That's probably your best option. Or Aaron. If Aaron wins, you can throw the ball over the top. But this curl concept is not good. I mean, when you got the horizontal stretch manned up, you got the OTB manned up, and you got the curl manned up. Those just aren't going to be very clean routes, and you're not going to get very clean windows either because it's man. So Clifton notices that, scrambles, makes a pretty decent play out of it, gets like 7 out of it, and make it a 3rd and short for the Grizz on their first 3rd down of the game. So here you're going to go this spacing concept. We broke this down many times. Go back to past videos if you want to see. But spacing concept, hits Barker on the inside OTB spacing route, and it's easy completion. Easy completion. Man, this is interesting up here. So these DBs up here are trading this off. Man, I know they don't have film on the sidelines, and I don't think the coaches have film in the press box either. But this would have been something interesting to look at. This is something that we've hit multiple times. Aaron's got a lot of speed. The way this safety's playing it, getting over late, there for sure could have been a deep shot on this. But that's just me thinking out loud. That's just me noticing it right now. 3rd and 3, Grizz get the first down. 1st and 10 for the Grizz, 12 minutes left in the quarter. Gonna get this option. Looks like they're trying to fake an inside run, go to the option play. And Furman's just rallying to the ball, man. Furman's defense, I have heard some whispers about them potentially knowing the signals and calling out plays, calling out things of that nature. I'll tell you right now, I'm not concerned about that. If they did know the signals, good for them. But, that's not something I'm worried about too much for this team because, I'm just not worried about it, man. I'm just not worried about it. However, Furman was able to get the signals. Good for them. They played this well. Look at these 2 guys come upfield. The guard and tackle, or the guard and tackle, gonna bypass these 2. I don't know if they were supposed to bypass them both because I think you only want to have to read one guy on an option like this. But they bypass them both. I don't know for sure, so don't hold me on that. They're probably supposed to bypass him too. If they did bypass him, they're probably supposed to bypass him too. I don't know any better. But reading these guys, he's got 2 on him, so he pitches out to Eli. Eli gets around the edge, get kind of a missed block right here. This guy gets penetration. We're getting good blocks down the field right here by, I think that's Schaefer, the two tight ends right here, and Aaron getting good blocks here. Aaron come down, getting that safety. We got good blocks here. This is blocked up pretty well, but this penetration right here just affects the play and ultimately blows it all the way up. 39 had a good game. I think he had a sack. He was in the backfield quite a bit. These guys played hard. I don't have much to say about them in a negative manner. These guys played hard. Their quarterback spoke for them early on in the week, and the defense and the rest of his guys backed them up. Good play great game by them. So here, you're going to get this. I can't really see the full concept, but looks like an in right here by either Racanelli or Drew Deck. I can't tell. I know they both wear leg sleeves. And then a fade on the outside. Clifton's going to scramble. I think he was just trying to airmail this away. Maybe your guy can potentially get the ball, but I think he was more than anything just trying to airmail this away. And then look, on cue, after I just talked about number 39, he is in the backfield. Getting a little penetration. Looks like they're bringing the blitz, and they are. They dropped one out, but they still brought the linebacker blitz, and then they're running a stunt down here. Either a stunt or I don't know if this is either a stunt or he's trying to spy the quarterback. I can't tell because he gets so much depth off the stunt. It makes it look like he's kind of trying to just watch the quarterback. But Clifton gets the ball off, airmails it over his head, and that was on a 3rd and 11. So the Grizz are going to punt it away, and Furman got the ball back with 11 minutes to go in the quarter. 1st and 10 for Furman, and let's look at Flink. Watch Flink right here. Look at Flink diagnose this play. I don't know if potentially this receiver was supposed to block him. It would make more sense to block him than to go up to another level. Also, you have a corner out here who's unblocked as well. You're blocking the safety in TC, bypassing the linebacker who's unblocked and going to the safety who's the furthest back instead of blocking one of these guys. Interesting play by them, but the Grizz are going to rally. The Grizz are going to rally to it. Flink's going to rally to it. TC's got good contain on the outside, and it's a loss of yardage for the second drive for Furman. 2nd and 11 for Furman. Going to try to run this concept of this play action concept over here. Short play action. Looks like you're running 2 curls with a flat. Definitely 2 curls with a flat right here. Maybe even an in with the flat, which is interesting. And then you got the deep over. Wow, this is cool. You got the deep over coming over the top, which is covered by the safety down here. Looks like the Grizz are just in man, definitely in man. Not bringing any pressure, but just man. I think Riders are one high safety here. It looks like Nash is coming down to play a hook. Ryder might be the one high safety here, but he's doing what he has to do, getting on that over. But ultimately, the pressure was there with Hayden. Great way to play. He played this greatly. Way to force him to get the ball off, and quarterback's not able to get it to him. Good coverage on the back end. One thing I will say about Hayden Harris, and that was a quick drive for Furman. They went for it on 3rd and long, but they ended up not getting it. So they punted it back to the Grizz, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Grizz with 10 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. One thing I'll say about Hayden Harris, man, that dude showed up. Late in the game, he showed up on film. Early in the game, he was showing up on film just right there where we showed. I think he had a great game. I haven't noticed him too much this year. Obviously, he's played. I haven't seen him make too many plays this year, but I think in this game, he probably had one of his best games of the season. Just my personal opinion, I think he had one of his best games of the season. So we're going to get this jet sweep to Xavier. I believe this is a read because I've seen Clifton pull this sometimes as well. I believe he's reading this guy on the line, this end man on the line of scrimmage right here. Looks like he kind of plays it in limbo and doesn't really decide, so he hands it to Xavier. But I mean, this is what I'm talking about. First off, Furman kept a lot of hats down close to the line of scrimmage, playing a lot of quarters in this quarters coverage. This is quarters. This safety is just playing low, but this is quarters. He's playing low for this reason, to be able to get down in the run game, and he did it perfectly. You're trying to get this block out here. You're trying to be able to, seal this edge right here. You hope nobody gets through like they did right here. And, it's a short gain of maybe 2 yards on 1st down. So now you got a 3rd and 9 for the Grizz. And, man, only got 3 guys in the route. You're max protecting. Furman's bringing 6. So you're rushing 6. I think this guy is really playing man on the tight end, but he just drops into a hook when he sees the tight end protect. 1 high safety. So you're really bringing a 1 high pressure with a hook. due to the max protection. And Clifton's not really gonna get anything. I remember, I was on the sidelines. I'm right here. This is actually me right here on the sidelines. I remember watching this release, thinking Keelan was gonna go on a fade because he cooked him. It was a great release, but I think he had like something in breaking because he slipped at the top when he's trying to go in, and I don't know if Clifton was gonna throw it to him anyway. But looks like you got some type of OTB here, and then an out concept down here. Nothing's really open. They're playing pretty sticky man coverage, and Clifton's going to scramble to try and get the first down, I think. Or not even. He's going to scramble and lose yardage. So the Grizz are going to punt it away on their second offensive drive of the game. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. You got a 1st and 10 for Furman, and they're trying to take it deep. So you're going to go this post down here. The Grizz look like they're in cover 3. This is cover 3 for the Grizz. Cover 3 coverage right here, which I would like to point out, Furman said they were going to torch. Anyway, so they're going to try to hit this post over here. Good play by, I actually don't know who this is. This might be, who is this? One of our safeties over the top, and Corbin's over the top of it as well. Good coverage by them. It kind of cuts out, but good coverage. He threw it way far over their heads, and now you got a 3rd and 7. So you got this 3rd and 7. Let's watch Kale right here. Kale on the edge. They try to run this. I think they were going to try to run a double pass, because if you notice, we'll let the play out. Great play by Kale. Come off the ball, and he's unblocked off the edge. They're basically, I think they were going to try to run maybe some, I don't know what they were going to try to run, but I don't know why the tight end bypassed this guy. Maybe he ran in right there. I think they were trying to run some boot this way, because you got this guy coming this way. Oh no, they're trying to run a screen. So they're trying to run this fake reverse, trying to get it to the screen, to the running back. Kale blows the whole play up though. You see this guy trying to work out for the screen. That's a decent call. I don't know if we brought pressure here. We didn't bring pressure. We're only rushing 4, but good play by Kale. Great play by Kale. Good job by them. Way to get the stop. And the Grizz are going to get it off the field on Furman's, I think, 3rd offensive drive. Another minimal drive for Furman in the first quarter. Great play by Kale. Let's watch it again right here. Kind of skip through it. Right off the edge, unblocked. Great play. Super TFL for Kale. 1st and 10 for the Grizz at the 48-yard line. Furman's 48-yard line. This is a great play. And I don't so much think this was scheme so much as it was, Furman calling a cat blitz at an inopportune time. They're calling this cat blitz. I believe this is the same jet sweep that they had just ran in that last drive. Maybe not though. This looks like a design quarterback run because he doesn't ride the fake out as much as he did prior to. He's not even riding the fake out. He's keeping the ball all the way. So this is a design quarterback run, but got them in a good call. They try to bring the cat blitz once again. Safety low, far off the hash, kind of over this receiver. Something's going on. There was something going on. They brought the cat blitz and they got bit by it. Corner's not able to make the tackle. Good blocks on the inside. Good block by this tackle right here. Great block. Great job by Casey on the edge. And Clifton's going to run for days. And great finish on the run. Great finish. Make them feel you. Be physical all day. And then literally the next play, the Grizz are going to just run it right back. Little different. I think this one actually was a read. I think he actually can give this. Maybe not. This might be another quarterback keep as well, but he's going to get in the end zone. Another good block by Casey on the edge. Great block. Really good block. This is really good right here. Great job by Casey and touchdown for Clifton. The Grizz took a 14-7 lead off of that. One reason why this would make me think this might be potentially a read is because we do have blockers out here and we are bringing the puller around. So something like that tells me, and this might even be, no. Okay, let's go back. So I think Clifton is supposed to hit this up in here. We're bringing the puller around this way. I think he's supposed to hit this up in here. I think he just saw grass and was like, I'm going that way. You got Keelan running off at the bottom. corners playing man as they do in red zone. So, he's not even looking at the ball. But I think Clifton was supposed to hit this over here, just judging by the puller and where the blocks are going. But worked out, got around the edge, touchdown. Touchdown for the Grizz, great play. We'll see it from this angle. Let it play through. Great touchdown. Great touchdown by him, great play. Now you got a 14-7 lead, 6.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Pre-snap motion. Shifting to it, which tells me it's man. Trading it off. Nope, it's coverage. Going cover 3 right here. And they're just gonna hit this spot route right here. So to me, this looks like they're trying to get 4 along one side to get numbers. You got this OTB right here. You got this hitch out of the motion. The hitch, that'll hold this guy. And this OTB hopefully will hold that guy. It looks like they're looking to get this bang or in. I don't know if he just didn't finish it at the top because the ball was out. Looks like they're trying to get this in behind all of that. And then you got the horizontal stretch at the top. And then a one-on-one route down here with a slant. Decent concept. I actually like this concept up here. Just took the easy money and took the OTB. They get 5 yards on first down. Now you got a 3rd and 3 for Furman. And this is where you're gonna get got. I think this is good blocking. This is good blocking by Furman. I mean, this is blocked up pretty well. Look at this block right here. Blocking down, opening up that hole for his quarterback. You got their center getting in there, pushing guys around. This is blocked up pretty well. I think if anybody's going to make this tackle, it's going to be a Corbin. He kind of gets tripped up by this lineman right here, so he's at a bad angle. And then, their quarterback just takes off. Also, we have everybody down on the line of scrimmage. We're bringing 0 pressure. It's 3rd and 3. Not even bringing 0 pressure, but there's no high safety. We are bringing pressure off the edge. But, just a good play by Furman. Blocked up well by them. Sometimes you get got. Good touchdown by them. Good touchdown by Tyler Huff. Great play. Right here, though, I think if anybody's is going to make this play, it's going to be Corbin. And I think him getting tripped up just kind of, isn't that tripping? I don't know. I'm not going to be nitpicky. But good play by them. Off to the races and touchdown for Furman. Now the Grizz got the ball back. 1st and 10, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Tie game. Going to go this read to Osmo. The edge man picks Osmo, kind of comes up field to decide on Osmo. You got the pullers coming around. We've seen this concept all season long. Going to run it again. And Clifton's going to turn it into a pretty decent run. Good blocks out front by the center and the guard. Center and the guard right here. Good blocks. Getting up to the second level right there. Kicking this guy out. Getting up to the second level. Goodbye, Journey. Goodbye, Casey. And Clifton's going to turn it into a really good run of like 9 yards on first down. Now you got a 2nd and 1. Hand it to Osmo. He hammers it down in there for the first down. Great play. Great play. Got your receiver coming down here looking to get the safety. Safety kind of gets down in there, so he goes to the corner. But good play on 2nd and 1. Way to get a first down. 2nd and 7 now. You got 4 minutes left in the first quarter. And looks like the Grizz are running this mesh concept on the inside. And looks like this tight end has like a corner route, maybe. Maybe a corner down here. He got collision, so it kind of looks flat. But this kind of looks like mesh to me. And then you got the running back going out on a wheel. Good ball by Clifton. Notice that the linebacker is not really looking. Notice that the linebacker is not really looking at the running back and just gave it to him. Pretty good play to get down close to first down yardage on 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, great play. Great play. They brought a little pressure as well. I think maybe he probably knew that he had pressure, knew that maybe he was unblocked in the middle, and got the ball off quick. Good play by him, good recognition, good processing speed to be able to process that and make that decision real quick. I like it. Now you got a 3rd and 1, and we're gonna do this where you got fullback right here. Eli as your fullback. Got everybody just blocking blocking down. Everybody just trying to get down in there to get a yard, and the Grizz are going to successfully get that yard. Great run by Eli on 3rd and 1. Now you got 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Now this one I believe is a read. I believe they're reading this. They decide on Clifton. Well, not really. They kind of got blocked in the Clifton. Good block by Schaefer. This might be a straight handoff. Who knows? But X going to get the ball on the edge. And this is just, I mean, this is something that we've talked about all season long, is teams not being able to tackle in the open field. Sac State had a really hard time tackling open field. Portland State had a really hard time tackling. Even Montana State had a really hard time tackling. Teams have not been, I mean, that's what makes defenses really good. If you look at film and you watch the games and you watch people who get chunk plays and watch teams who are able to be successful on offense, a lot of times missed tackles are the reason that a lot of teams aren't good defensively. And we've seen a lot of that this year. Furman, probably the best tackling team we've seen all season. I mean, this is just great. Great. I think X is one of the better players we have on the team in the open field, especially at the running back position. But this is just a great open field tackle. Great open field tackle. Great play. I mean, I don't have anything else to say about that. It's just a really good open field tackle. Obviously, they got numbers over here as well. You're getting the blocks on the outside, but you never even get to the edge because number 3 plays this so well. Great tackle by him. Great play. Now you got a 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. And you got this tight end just sitting down immediately. Look like you're running a deep over or post, inside post by number 2 up here, Junior. And then look like a curl at the top with a horizontal stretch out here. But it looks like, well, it doesn't look like, he got pressure on the edge. So I think he originally wanted to work this side, and it kind of seems like he would have had Keelan right here, you know, if he would have been able to work that side. But great by him to be able to get out of the pocket. He gets pressure on the outside. They bring a blitz, kind of let this guy go. He gets through, and great ball. Great ball. Great play by Junior, great catch, but great ball by Cliff as well. Great play on 2nd and 10. Big time play, big time throw. Under pressure, this is just awesome. Under pressure, put it only where our guy can get it or nobody can get it, and our guy got it. Great play on 2nd down. Got a 2nd and 11 now with 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Orbit motion by Aaron. Jeez. When I was watching this back, y'all tell me, that looks pretty good right now. That looks pretty good right now. That looks pretty good right now. I mean, I'm taking that one-on-one. I mean, obviously there's other guys out here, but I think Aaron can get at least 5 off that. Anyway, they're running a screen on the backside, and, you know, Furman just plays it really well. Watch this linebacker trigger on it. Just watch him trigger on it. Sees it, triggers, and that's just a good play. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about it. 24 also around the ball as well, but this is just a good play by them. This is a good play by them. I mean, there's not much else that, you know, we could have done right here. Got the play call. I don't know if we're supposed to bring anybody else out. I don't know if potentially this guy is supposed to go out too, but decided to stay in protection because of, you know, how fast this guy was getting upfield. But it's going to be nothing. Loss of yardage on 2nd down. Now the Grizz got a 3rd and 12 with 10 seconds left in the first half. Bringing this under. Junior's going to catch it, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. We can't see the rest of the play, but really good tackle by number 24. This is what I'm talking about. These are tackles that teams this season have missed on us. Break this tackle. Junior's up the sidelines and potentially scores, or maybe, I mean, at least gets the first down, but good tackle by number 24. Great play by them. That's the end of the first quarter. You got the start of the second quarter. Furman's got the ball. 1st and 10, 17-14 lead for Montana. The Grizz did kick a field goal after that. Going this way, they kicked the field goal. Got it. 17-14 lead for Montana. Outside run play for Furman. I don't know if this is a read or they're just trying to do eye candy and have, you know, everybody work that way. They didn't do too many design runs for Tyler Huff, so I think, you know, maybe this is more just straight handoff. But good play by Garrett. Really big hit by him. I mean, way to diagnose it. I mean, you see this from both teams on both sides. Furman has done this multiple times. Sees plays, diagnose it, go make the play. And then you've seen the Grizz do this all season. So, I mean, I think this film just exemplifies how good of how good of the defenses that we saw this weekend were, and they played an amazing game, both defenses, even though there's 35 and 28 points on either side. Good tackle by Garrett. Great play. Way to set the edge as well as make the tackle and bring him down for tackle for loss. Garrett is another guy on the Grizz defense. There were some great individual efforts during this game. We're going to watch Garrett right here on this play right here, but Garrett had a really good game. Hayden Harris had a really good game. I felt like Trevin came on at the end and had some really big plays. I mean, there were some great individual efforts in this game. Obviously, Junior had the best individual effort, one of the best individual efforts we've seen all season, much less in the history of the Grizz, but really good play there. Pre-snap motion. So look, they're going to motion it to quads. They low-key got numbers over here. You got 4-on-3 here, but then they're going to pre-snap motion him back and try to get somebody into the flats. Good play by Garrett, though. So it looks like man, the way Garrett's shifting to this motion. Man coverage, watching the quarterback, though. I mean, he's looking at the quarterback's eyes, and he sees it, plays it on 3rd and 5. Great tackle. 2 tackles on this play. 2 plays on this drive that Garrett made that just great individual efforts, great plays, great effort plays. 3rd and 5, they punt it away, and the Grizz get the ball back. 1st and 10, 13 minutes left, 17-14 lead for the Grizz, and they're going to start off with a bang. So you got this RPO. If you guys watch Nonstop Local, SWX, I broke this down on Akem's Acumen. Sometimes you feel like my guy is better than your guy. Sometimes you just got to show it. My Jimmies are better than your Joes, and that was the situation right here. You got the run on, got checked passes on the outside, RPOs on the outside. Aaron's running a quick out. You got Keelan on this go route right here, and Clifton's just going to put it up. Great back. I mean, this is a great back shoulder ball. On a line, on his back shoulder, throwing it at the back of the DB's head. Great catch by Keelan, and first down Grizz. Big chunk play for the Grizz. That's one key that I think the Grizz need to focus on, or that's going to be a key for the Grizz this week in this game, is receiver play. Our receivers, I feel like, have been coming on greatly later in the season, especially in the playoffs. Keelan, Aaron, Junior, everybody's been balling out this playoffs. I think this is going to be the most important game for them. I think they're going to be the difference maker in this game, and I think we're going to need them to have some really big plays over the top in order to be successful in this game. Just my personal opinion. Got a 3rd and 9 with 12 minutes left in the second quarter. Looks to be some sort of one high. Maybe no. One high for sure. Looks like man, but the reason I'm not so quick to call it man is because this guy, the way this guy is playing it, they might be playing. So it might be man down here, and then they might be in and out in this. So he takes the first inside, which he does. This guy takes the first outside, and then anything over the top, he's got your high coverage. So this is probably a combo coverage. Probably man on the outside guys, just man on the outside guys. But the 2 slot guys, you're basically playing like high-low on it with these 3 guys on these 2 guys. So that's just some nuance about coverages. Man out here, man down here. Zones, probably a zone, hook, curl flat right here, or maybe he's watching the running back, but then you're high-lowing with these 3 guys right here, high-lowing these 2 guys for sure. Little combo coverage for you. The Grizz look like they're gonna run what seems to be a slant down here. You see kind of Aaron go in right there at the end and under, but we can't really see these routes up here. Doesn't seem like anything was there. Clifton scrambles, and he's going to get another big run out of it. And they called block in the back. I was against this call. This is something that you teach. Anti-clip. 14 still made the tackle too, so I definitely would have made that call right here just because 14 actually did make the tackle. I mean, if you're going to make the call, I feel like you should make it if it affects the play. It didn't affect the play at all, though. 14 made the tackle. Aaron's trying to anti-clip him. Anti-clip is where, you see it all the time in football. Guys go and, they're going like this, blocking people, and I'm not touching him, using your back. It works a lot of times. This time it didn't work out. Robbie was telling me, he's like, no, man, like, that's a block in the back, and I kind of get it. He is trying to anti-clip him, but he's kind of like laying on him a little bit, kind of leaning his weight on him. If you're going to anti-clip, you just kind of want to screen the guy off from the runner, whoever has the ball. Doesn't so much look like that here. I think it was kind of a ticky-tack call, but either way, they called it. And even though he had the first down, I guess it was a during the play call. So they take it back 10 yards from the spot, which makes it, since it was a play, since the penalty happened during the play, it's not a dead ball foul. And they take it back 10 yards from the spot. The spot, I believe, was like right here or right there. So you take it back 10 yards from that spot and you get a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and Aaron's going to make a big play. Big out route by him at the top. Great catch. And they reviewed it. His butt came down first, but you're going this boot action, hard play action, hard boot, whatever you want to call it. Tight end in the flats. The sniffer in the flats right here. Aaron on that out, and then you got an over coming over here from Keelan. Great concept. Great execution. Really good ball by Clifton to put it on him. Good catch by Aaron. Get the feet down, butt down, whatever you want to call it. First down for the Grizz on 3rd and 2. I think that was an interesting call too, because early on they were stopping our run very well. So for Coach Pease to call that play action, probably hoping to get the flats. He might even had the flats, and Clifton looked like he was able to run that for the first down as well. But for them to call that in that situation, I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to get X the ball on the edge here. And I mean, this guy makes his play right here, I think. You know, he makes X have to bow it right there. Get a decent block on the inside right here by just to put hands on him and not let number 3 make the play. But I think this guy really affected this play. And then you got this block on the outside, but just played well by Furman. One, they're sprinting to the ball. Everybody's hustling to the ball, but they're just playing it well, man. Playing things well. Good play by Furman. Pre-snap motion again. And you're going to run this switch verts concept down here. So you got Aaron on the post down here. You got Racanelli in the flats. Pre-snap motion into the flats. You got a go route down, or a stop route down here. Stop route at about 10 yards. But over here, you got the running back on a spot flat by the pre-snap motion guy. And then 2 switch verts up here at the top with Junior and Aaron. This is played decently well by this. This is played pretty well by this DB. The ball, I think this ball has to come out a little earlier personally. I'm not a quarterback. I've never played quarterback. I've never thrown a ball. I've never called a protection. I've never done any of this. This is just my thoughts, my personal opinion, what I think, what I've seen, what I've experienced in the game. So just take that for what it is. I personally think this ball has to come out a little earlier. You know, Junior wins right now. And he's really throwing it when Junior wins. The ball just doesn't get there. So let me just take back whatever I said. He threw it when he should have. The ball just didn't get all the way there. The DB, if we're being real, the DB just played it really well. This is just really good coverage. Really good coverage by the DB. Good catch by Junior, but if you watch the play back, I did not put the replay on there. But when he's like right here, the rule book says you have to survive the ground. I don't know if that's just the NFL. I hear that in the NFL all the time. I have to assume it's probably the same in college, but you have to survive the ground. When he hit the ground, basically like right here, there's a bunch of pictures. You see all these cameras. Everybody over here got pictures. But when he hit the ground, the ball kind of sat on the DB's back before he grabbed it again. And that is why the ref right here called it incomplete. He saw it all the way. I'm sure he saw exactly what we were talking about, how the ball kind of sat on his back. Then he grabbed it, he corralled it again. But good play by that DB. Give him props. That was a really good play. Really good pass breakup by him. Great everything. So what do? Gonna run this sail concept. No. This corner concept up here. So you're working 3 along the sidelines basically up here up top. So you got the flat by the running back. You're keeping the tight end in protection. I don't know if the quarterback's rolling out on purpose. Probably is rolling out on purpose to get a better view for these passes. But you're going to get in this throwing lane right here that was created by the tight end kicking out and these guys blocking down. You roll out a little bit. Junior's on the out. You got Aaron. Another switch release concept, or not even a switch release concept, but, they're playing man on top of it. Looks like a one high zone. This safety's trying to get to that one high. Man down here. Man and man as well. Aaron runs the corner up top. Junior runs the out, and you got the flat down low. It's man coverage. Good win by Junior. Good catch by him as well. First down on 3rd and 8. Great play for the Grizz. Great play for the Grizz. So now you got 9 minutes left in the first half. 1st and 10. And, well, now you got 2nd and 11, actually. You got a 2nd and 11, 9 minutes left in the first half. You're going to run this reverse to Aaron. It looked good, to be honest. It looked good, but, I mean, man, these guys are running to the ball. It felt like watching this back, Aaron might have had a lane in here, but he also knows all these guys are rallying to the ball. This is just another play that's like, it looks like we got him, but it's just played well by Furman. They just played it well. These guys played sound defense. I don't think anybody can doubt that. These guys were better on defense than we had seen all season, and it showed. It showed. Even though the game was a little closer than I personally thought it should have been and could have been, that was just a good play by Furman. There's a lot of just good defensive plays by Furman on here. So you got this wheel by the running back. This is a mesh concept for sure. You're going to send Junior on the pre-snap motion. Watch the mesh on the inside. Mesh. Aaron's trying to get to that OTB. Good release by him at the snap too. I thought that was a really good release. Too bad he's going on an OTB. OTB right there. Look at the triangle. That's a mesh concept. Probably had Keelan here if he would have waited on it a little longer, but he's got pressure in his face. They're gonna bring a late linebacker blitz here. I think this is called a cross dog blitz, where your linebackers cross like this. I believe that's what that's called. Somebody check me on that if I'm wrong, but man, I think he would want this back. Eli beats him. I mean, he looks like he's on him, but Eli's way faster than this guy. This guy is never going to be able to cover him. You got a DN peeling off with the best freshman in the country. I'm taking the freshman all the way, and just a little far. I think you honestly got to put a little more air on this just to float it over there. He kind of snapped his wrist to get the ball off because of the pressure, but man, this was a missed opportunity right here. Just a missed opportunity. Tough on 3rd and 5 too. The Grizz end up kicking the field goal. It is good. That makes it 20-14. 8 minutes left in the half, and Furman's got a 1st and 10. Quick out up top. Slant concept down here at the bottom. Or no. In concept down here at the bottom. So we've seen a variation of this from the Grizz. You're going to run this spot / out. He's working out because it's man. So I've always told you guys, I feel like most times we've seen this concept with the Grizz, it's been zone. And, the guy on the spot route has always just sat there. You see how this guy takes it immediately out to pull him out of that window. This is really good by this receiver, and this is really good by the receiver behind him. The ball's a little behind from Huff. I still think the receiver has to come down with this, especially in a playoff game. You got to come down with that. But this is a good concept. Drawn up well. They ran it well. They weren't able to complete it. Tough. And then up top, you have the out in the corner with somebody in the flats trying to work 3 along the sidelines as well. And then the coverage over top just looks like man coverage. Got guys running into each other, but this definitely looks like some basic man coverage. Tough play for them on 1st and 10. Now you got a 2nd and 10 for Furman. We got man again. This is just a good route. Good release up top. Good ball by Huff on 3rd and 6. And it's 1st down. Excuse me. 1st down for them. Good play by them. See what they were running down here at the bottom. Looks like an OTB. So they've ran this a couple times now where they have these 4 along this side. You got this guy on this hitch. What it looks to be a hitch. This guy on like a banger slant behind him. That's interesting. And then the OTB with the running back coming out on a horizontal stretch. Either way, good play by them on 1st down. Now they got another 3rd and 6. They're going to try to run to the outside. Looks like they're trying to get they're trying to run it to the outside. Looks like a hold on Gub right here. Not called. But great play. Here's Hayden showing up. Hayden Harris showing up. Setting the edge. And look at this tight end look back like he didn't know where the ball was at, and he stopped blocking. That's why you always got to play to the whistle. always play to the whistle because things like this happen. He lets Hayden go. He didn't really have a good block on Hayden anyway. Hayden would have been able to get the edge, and you got Nash here as well. Great play by our defense. Great play by them. Bad recognition by them as well. But they even had some of our guys confused too, because you see our guy turn around like this, thinking that the ball got handed out and might not have been, little confusion. That's what they want though. Good play on third down. Good play by Hayden. And this is going to hurt us. We get off the field and then the penalty. I heard this should have been running into the kicker because he slid into them. But I think also if you hit their plant leg, it's roughing. I believe that's how they judge it. So he did slide into him, but I think he hit his plant leg and didn't leave him space to land. So I think that's why it was roughing. I don't know why, but Furman got a first down off of it. 2nd and 10, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. I'm going to run this counter play. Counter. And who's in the backfield? Watch right here. Hayden Harris in the backfield. Twice on this drive now. 2 TFLs on one drive. Great play by him. Levi's in there as well. Coming off the edge. Levi's just running it down. The quarterback kind of tried to block him, but great play by them. And we also have the edge sealed over here on the front side by Nash. And then you got Braxton, everybody else. This is a good play. Great play by the defense. Why have an end zone view? Just watch Hayden shoot this gap. Sees the puller go. You're going, I'm going. Follow the puller. He takes you right to the ball. Great play by Hayden. Great play by Hayden. 3rd and 15 for Furman. Try to take a deep shot, and it's incomplete. Incomplete right here. So it looks like they're trying to run some slot post. Slot post with some type of deep stop route over the ball for the tight end. That's to hold the underneath coverage like that the Grizz or whatever you want to call it for us. That's to hold this guy. Looks like the Grizz are in what looks to be a Tampa 2, but they look to be playing pretty deep because it's 3rd and 15, but it's for sure looks like a Tampa 2. Got these guys getting off the hash right at the snap, and then this guy's in that deep hook. I'm going to call it Tampa. They try to go over the top with it, and it is incomplete. It's honestly not a bad call. Honestly, with a better ball, if you put this more on a line, you can't really put it on a line because you have that deep hook underneath it. But it's honestly not a bad call to target the middle of the field in this coverage. The guy just wasn't able to come down with it a little high. Good play by the Grizz. 1st and 10 for the Grizz. 4 minutes left in the half. And you're going to run this boot. Looks like a boot, but they're running it over. So want to make it look like he's booting out this way, even though you got... Gosh, what just happened? Even though you got guys working out this direction. What I think this concept was, I think you run the double post on the front side. Can't see, but just me guessing. Looks to be double post on the front side. Got a deep over by Keelan coming over on the back side. So you're faking the boot, get the coverage going that way. Guys are looking at his eyes, get the coverage going that way, especially the underneath coverage. They give you a wide open window to hit Keelan on the backside, which he does. Great play by Keelan. He breaks the tackle. The play is going to cut out here. We have the end zone view, but Keelan got up the field and got more yards after catch. Keelan's been playing at a really high level, and I love everything about it. Watch, you can see Keelan get that separation at the top right here. Watch it. Separation at the top, getting over. Good ball by Clifton. Broken tackle by Keelan. Tries to juke at the end. Good move at the top. I like this. It didn't really do much. I just think it looks cool. Got a 2nd and 11. 3 minutes left in the half for the Grizz. And man, looks to be some double post concept up top. Or no, not double post. Looks to be a post by number 2. Oh gosh, man, I remember this. So you're running this stop and go at the top. This is a really far throw. I don't know if Clifton felt safe throwing this. I don't know if he saw I don't know if he even looked at this the whole time, but I honestly think Aaron could have got the ball right here. He wins up top. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. He decides to throw it to Junior across the middle. I think it kind of sailed on him. Wasn't able to complete it, but honestly, he's got Junior here. If you get a good ball on Junior, you got Junior there. Maybe. That DB's kind of on it. I really think Aaron's the throw here. Or this over. I mean, you got this dig right here, too. He might have been trying to throw this dig. Might have been. No. Really looks like he's trying to throw the junior. But you got guys here. You got Racanelli here. You got Booby on the out down here at the bottom. The burst out, I don't know what that one looks like. Burst out or corner at the bottom. But this, I mean, this hitch and go looks like it's the one. Looks like it's the one. Looks to be, not sure about the coverage because we got so many guys over the top. Might be, I'm not sure. I'm not going to try to guess on this coverage. Looks like man on the outside. Oh, I know what the coverage is. So, man back here, man on this backside. Just like earlier, inside out on these two guys right here with man on the outside. Just this time, he looks to be playing off man because he's looking at the quarter at the snap, but right at the snap, he looks at the guy. So man on the outside, in and out up here. One guy goes in, you got him. That guy went vertical, you got him. Just an unfortunate play for them. 3rd and 11 for the Grizz. 3rd and 11 for the Grizz. You got quarters, which basically turns into man. And you're going to try to get this screen on 3rd and 11. I actually do like this play call. Once again, I mean, it's just a good, it's just played well by Furman. Obviously, we'd like to get this block here. But also, if you follow this channel, I've said this all the time. It's hard getting linemen to be able to get blocks in space. It's hard for them, especially when you're going against DBs who are shifty. All they want to do is juke around you. This is a good play by Furman. Wait for them to shed those blocks, make a play. Good tackle on 3rd and 11. The Grizz would go for a field goal, and there's an uncalled false start. This is a false start for sure. This is a false start for sure. Or not a false start. This is a offsides for sure. Neutral zone infraction, whatever you want to call it. I think it threw the timing off of, I think it threw Ramos's timing off of this kick, and he sailed it. It also seemed like it was a little short too, but just sailed it. 2 minutes to go in the half, and Furman's got the ball now. Good ball over the middle to their tight end. Running this in route, 5-yard in route at the top. Got this stop and inside fade at the bottom. In route, and looks like a bang, inside bang bender. One high. This might be a vertical concept. Maybe one high, he's bending it. Two high, he's keeping it vertical. But you got one high here. One high here. Trying to see the coverage. Looks like some type of combo coverage because we got one high in the middle. It might be quarter half, but this guy's really far off that hash to make me think it's not quarter half. But the look looks to be covered, or this is probably three cloud. This is probably 3 cloud, just the way this safety's playing into the middle of the field. I'm gonna go with 3 cloud here. 3 cloud. What's the passing strength? 3 cloud strong maybe. 3 cloud weak maybe. But good play by them. Good play by their tight end to get it across the middle. Good completion. Now you got a 3rd and 6 for Furman. Good play by Riley Wilson off the edge. So I don't know much about their running backs and how well they block. You're looking to show pre-snap pressure here. You got nobody but guys in coverage back here. 5 guys in coverage. Looking to be 0 pressure. Maybe 1 high pressure, but they're going to drop guys out at the snap. 1, 2 guys out at the snap. But it doesn't matter. You get the sack by Riley Wilson. Running to the running back. I don't know so much about trying to block Riley Wilson with a running back. He's got, I think, 8.5 sacks on the year. Didn't work out well for him right there. Good play by him. Now you got a 2nd and 7, 37 seconds left in the half for the Grizz. Run this screen to Aaron. It's going to amount to nothing. Now you got a 3rd and 2. Try to run it to Osmo. It also is going to amount to nothing. And I believe the Grizz took it into half after that, yes. So now you got a 3rd and 6 on Furman's first offensive drive of the half. This play's going to cut out here a little bit, but going to try to hit this deep shot to their slot receiver, and it's unsuccessful. Slot receiver right here. Probably ran a corner route, I'm guessing. Got an under by number 3. Probably something vertical by number 1 out here. But it's Incomplete. Now you got a that was 3rd and 6. They punted it away to the Grizz. 13.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 20-14 lead for the Grizz maintained, and it's 2nd and 10. Curl concept up top. Horizontal stretch, Junior. Hold up. Horizontal stretch by Junior. You got this post/seam by the tight end, trying to get that over the top coverage out of there, just trying to run out of there. And then a good curl by Keelan. Good break at the top. Way to come back to the ball. Great catch. Great play. I just like the execution here. Wait for Clifton to sit in the pocket. We got a nice clean pocket here for him. Good pass protection here. Great pass protection here. They're bringing 4. They try to run the stunt on the inside with number 7, and I didn't see that other D lineman's number, but good play by the Grizz right here. Great play. Great play. Ties go to the offense, buddy. 1st and 10, 13 minutes to go in the quarter. He tries to hit this RPO here. He's going to try to hit this quick slant. He decided pre-snap because it's to his backside. Broke this down a couple games ago. Might have been Delaware, might have even been the Cat game, but broke this down about how Clifton had done this before. He's got this play action, or he's got this run to the front side, but the pass he wants to throw is to the backside. So he's basically hoping that Keelan wins on the backside. That he doesn't, it's not a clean look for him. It's not clean as he wants it. Also, you got these 2 guys playing over there. Good for him not to throw it, but then he's got to make something out of the play. And he's just not going to take a negative, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. This honestly might have been grounding if I'm being objective and being fair on how I call things. I think we got to go away with one. I think this is grounding. I think he's still in the pocket. Let's see where the pocket's at. No, he might have been out of the pocket. Kind of really got to get right here to get out of the pocket. That's a good call. He's out of the pocket. Okay. So now you got a 2nd and 10, 13 minutes left in the quarter. Pre-snap motion. I feel like I say that every play. And it's going to be a really good run for like 7 or 8. This is really just Clifton making this happen. Good by our guard getting around. Guard coming on the pull, getting around. Great pancake block. Oh my gosh. Great block. Who's that? Journey? Man, Journey is nasty. Journey has been getting in the trenches, getting nasty. If you watch him, he was one of the guys who was cussing with the Cat players when Clifton scored maybe his first touchdown in the Cat Grizz game. But